Hello guys, and welcome back to the worst video game OSTs of all time. This is a continuation of my first video, so if you haven't seen that, go ahead and go check that out first and come back. It's very important that you watch these chronologically. There's lore. You all have made it clear that I did not listen to a lot of the worst OSTs. You said, Emma, a lot of these are not even that bad, okay? A lot of these I like unironically. And you know what? I definitely see it. There were not any really straight up just horrible ones on the original video. There were bad ones, don't get me wrong. But again, context matters. You all helped me out by leaving a lot of gracious comments recommending the hottest garbage you could find in video game OSTs. And you know what? We're gonna listen to it today, and I just want us to all suffer together. Let's just enjoy. I also baked a bunch of these cookies that come out during the holidays, and I've already eaten like 5 of them, and I want to eat the rest of them. So it's the first night here that actually feels like fall, and I love it so much. I love October. It's been like 80 degrees every day where I live, so I'm just trying to embrace the autumnness. The song is called Mansion Basement from Resident Evil Director's Cut DualShock. This is probably the one I got the most comments about. This one and Crazy Bus, both of which I've never heard of, and I haven't heard any of these songs. So let's start strong with the one that everyone recommended. This is music? Is there context to this one? Like, I don't know what context could make this okay, though. Oh, I thought that was the end. I was happy for a second. It's almost like there is like a melody, and there is I don't know why I'm trying to defend this. I do feel like it could be fixed and made to sound like I kind of see where they're going, but I have no idea why they would choose this route. It's like a trombone. Or 2 trombones or 3 trombones. Oh. And I've never played a Resident Evil game. I don't play really like anything that's scary because I'm very, very, very easily scared, especially by movies and video games. The cover art looks creepy. It looks like a zombie. This just seems kind of comedic to me, like it's supposed to be funny. I think some of you mentioned that this wasn't in the original game. It was only in like the director's cut or something. So I don't know why they would make it worse than the original. That's a strong contender for very worst of all time. I mean, that's worse than a lot of the ones from last time, if not the worst. Although the rest of their soundtrack might be good of Resident Evil. So I can't judge based on this one, but that is a choice. So the next one we have is title music from Manic Minor. Sounds like a Sonic CD track. It looks like this is from 1983. Why? What is the reason? Please turn down your volume, guys. Okay. Is that the end? Okay, so, I mean, clearly it was a remix of Blue Danube, that really old song, and they just made it a million times worse. Once again, I'm not sure the context of why it'd want to be this bad sounding. I mean, no one is going to objectively say that that sounds good. Interesting choice. Yeah, really bad. You guys were not lying. Man, I hope there's at least some on here that are like redeemable, because it actually is really sad to just go through and just be like, this sucks, this sucks, this sucks. Which I get that that's the video, but still, it's nice to find some little nuggets of like, it's not so bad, you know? But right now we're 2 for 2 on the shit scale. This next one is called Chaotic Dance from Baten Kaitos. Got a little blues going on. I don't really get the vocals, but The music itself is pretty cool. I think the vocals are the reason this is not liked. Ooh. This is cool. I like the vocals there. That like really adds to it. I think that one's cool, yeah. There's a little good one for you in the mix. Yeah, it's not the best, but definitely not the worst, that's for sure. Pretty cool, honestly. The bass line was pretty sweet. This one was also recommended by multiple people. It's from the game Yoshi's New Island, and a lot of you were saying that, you know, you could just pick any track from that game, but the one I saw the most was the Yoshi Clan and also Insert Coin. Oh shit, no, that's a different game. So there's two Yoshi games with OSTs that suck, I guess. Let's do Yoshi's New Island first. It sounds like a children's, you know, theme song, something like that. Although, if you have to listen to this on repeat in any instance, I can definitely see why it would be hated. It's kind of slapping now, though. Are we going back to the... Oh, that was the end. I thought it would be a lot worse, honestly. I mean, maybe that's really unpopular opinion. Look, I'm not saying it's good. It's definitely not good. It looks like... I've never played this game, Yoshi's New Island, but it looks like there's like Baby Mario and stuff, so maybe it's supposed to be kind of cutesy. I mean, yeah, not good. Definitely not good. These are definitely worse than the last video's ones. I'm enjoying it. Because I wanted to get to the worst ones. We got another Sonic game. This is a legit Sonic game, Sonic Spinball. I did play this game a lot in my childhood. I'm not sure why, because I remember it sucking really bad. The one that is recommended to listen to is the options/credits menu. I gotta say, just the initial like timbre of this song is very reminiscent of Sonic Eraser's Versus song. I'm having like PTSD listening to this. And I gotta say that after making the last video, for some reason, the damn Versus song from Sonic Eraser, I like would hear it when I wake up, I'd hear it when I go to sleep. It got in my head, even though it is not catchy. I think it's just that it's repetitive, and it was horrible. So let's start this from the beginning one more time. Yeah, I don't like the like color of how it sounds, but it's not too bad yet. Unless it's just this over and over, in which case it's pretty annoying. Got like a little chromatic moment. Doesn't sound great. Yeah, I feel like it has potential. Like, in my mind, I was like, okay, they're gonna go to this chord and they would just like stay on the most basic ass ugly chord. So I don't know, I feel like they could have done so much more with that. Maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe this is just a small portion where you don't even sit on it very long. You don't really have to listen to it. But Sonic is known for putting a lot of work into even those, you know, little menu screens. This was a little bit more back in the day, 93. That's no excuse considering Sonic CD's OST. Yeah. Bad. Alright, this one is from the game Taz-Mania, and the track title is Boss/Ruins. Some Morse code. Sounds like the 1942 music from the last video. But this is not from the 80s, is it? This is from 92, so they should at least be a little bit more advanced. This is a song in the game? That's it. Wow, that is awful, man. And this is like a real game from Sega. Sega Game Gear game. You can't really say much about that when it's just beeping. And is that really a boss theme? If so, that's sad. It's really sad. The infamous Crazy Bus title screen. I have never heard this, but I've heard stories about it, and I'm scared. So I'm just gonna warn you now, turn down your headphones if you're wearing headphones. I'm scared, man. This is 3 minutes and 50 seconds. I'm sorry, I'm gonna skip ahead and just see if there's anything else. No, there's not. No. 3 minutes and 50 seconds. That's absolutely torture. Man, what were they thinking? I mean, I get that it's supposed to be maybe crazy. I get that maybe it's supposed to kind of have that weird off-the-wall sound, but I feel like they could have gone a different direction and actually made it pleasing to the ear. One of these comments says, the entire nervous system when you bump your elbow. That is such a perfect description for this. It's like when you hit your funny bone and then this plays in your mind. These are bad. I'm glad that I listened to that. Now I can say that I've listened to it so I never have to hear it again, hopefully. I wonder if the rest of the OST is as bad as the title screen. Hopefully not, because then it's like, how do you even play the game and enjoy yourself? Alright, we got another Persona game on here. Thank you guys for that. Persona 3 Dancing Moon Knight OST. Mass Destruction Tetsuya Kobayashi remix. So a lot of these Persona ones are not really main songs in the game. Like one was from a spin-off anime, one was from the Dancing Persona 4 game. Like some of them are like DLCs and stuff. I'm not letting it taint the Persona OST name. This was recommended, so let's hear it. And I saw all of you like hating on that remix of the Shadow World from the last one. I still think it was alright though. Kind of like a rock influence.
The battlegrounds right here. It's a man's world.
It's a man's world.
You gotta get ready for this right here. Hey, yo.
Drop it, bro. Man, it has so much potential. Okay, wait. The whole lead up was fine. Like, it was about to drop. It was all leading up to his, like, you know, rap verse or whatever. And it could be like, do. Like, put some, like, nice, you know, just a smooth groove there. And they just went full on, smashing the drum. The guy sounds like not great. Man, if I thought the I'm in the house like carpet guy didn't have flow, this guy... I actually like the addition of the piano, like that's pretty cool and interesting. And her voice is fine, of course. I don't like this, like, just banging on the drum set. This verse is slightly better. Guitar solo too. It's just stressing me out a little. It's a lot. It definitely doesn't strike me as Persona music, that's for sure. Persona music sounds very in control and pleasing. This is not any of those things. Another Persona song to not really enjoy. I'm sad, but we got another Sonic song. This is from Team Sonic Racing, and it's called Green Light Ride Wall 5 Remix. So it could be, you know, just a weird remix. It might not be the actual main song used here. This is from 2019, so let's listen. Kind of like this so far. It kind of like sounds nostalgic, like early 2010s music. Is this like Crush 40? It definitely sounds like Crush 40. Yeah, this is not my favorite. Okay. Didn't expect a key change right there. This is a little bit all over the place. Like, I don't think this is bad right here. It's just really giving like early 2010s, you know, pop dance music. That was kind of cool. It dropped back to the original key. I guess the chorus area, when that drops and it's just punching you in the face with that beat, it's not the most pleasant. I'd imagine that the original song is probably a hell of a lot better. I haven't heard the original song, so I'll have to give that a listen and compare. It goes a little bit too hard and not in a good way. Let's do the next one. It's another menu music. Why are these menu music so bad? And this is from Mick and Mac Global Gladiators. Sounds like an old game. It literally has McDonald's on the cover art, and it says it's for the Sega Genesis, so that's interesting.
Are you ready? Yeah. Cool. Are you ready? Awesome. Yeah.
Please put more vocal samples. There aren't enough. And sound effects.
Yeah. You did it.
Yeah, I think those of you that recommended this said it was kind of like the Balls theme from the last one. It's awful. It's really awful. I feel like they didn't even try with that one. They're just like, let's just make it sound silly, put it out. They're all wearing McDonald's stuff. What is this? It is music, I guess, but man, it's about as basic as you can possibly get with music, so sorry if I offended anyone with that take. This one I actually couldn't find just the OST on its own. It's called Pickle Wars. It's like the level 1 song. We're just gonna have to listen to it with the sound effects of the game in it as well. Strong start. Why did they make it like that? It's like they're pressing all the keys on the synthesizer right next to each other. And sometimes that can sound good, but not here. Like, I like dissonance in music, but not like this. I think it would be a really cute song if they didn't try to make it so, I don't know if they're trying to make it like quirky or what, but the dissonance is not doing it for me. The next one we got is called Distorter from Tekken 7. I don't think I've ever heard Tekken music at all. Some more dubstep influence here, which there's nothing wrong with. I kind of actually like this one more than the other dubstep song we listened to. Maybe I take that back. And this is called Distorter, so maybe it's, you know, meant to sound distorted. It's kind of giving, like, hell. I actually think the, like, percussion is pretty cool. That one is pretty interesting to me. I don't really dislike that. And Tekken is a fighting game, so I could see it kind of making sense in the context. I would be intimidated if this came on while I was playing this game, but I kind of enjoyed it, low-key. I don't think that's that bad. I really don't. This song is called Baccula from Grandia III. I'm not sure what this game is. I've never heard of this. It's like purposefully out of tune, I guess. It hurts a little. Oof. It really does sound like someone who just doesn't know how to play this instrument and they're just going ham on it. I don't know, maybe there's a story behind this one. There's really not much to it. There's the drums and then there's the whatever that is. Alright, this is from a game called Evergrace. This is called Buying Goods at Palmira. Are there two songs playing at once? I literally thought I had another tab playing for a second. Oh my god, this is anxiety-inducing. Okay. It's kind of transitioning into like normal territory now. Like the instruments they're using, I definitely am picturing like marketplace, you know? So it makes sense. But this composition is interesting. What is that like? That's weird. I just don't know why they made that choice with that. Because there are like little, you know, pieces of it that you kind of hear like, well, this sounds like a nice marketplace in a video game. I can see that. And then it just goes crazy. It's a very stressful listen. This is from Spyro Enter the Dragonfly. I had this game on GameCube when I was a kid, but I think I never really got past the first couple like worlds or levels or whatever. I remember like it freaking me out, some of this game. I'm not sure why. A lot of games freaked me out when I was younger and even now. I don't remember it having particularly bad music, but this track is called Ripto Showdown. So let's see. Okay, it's pretty intense sounding. I wish the bass was a little bit louder. There we go. That ba-boom is pretty annoying. Okay, switching it up here. is stressful too. But I think this might make more sense in being stressful. Like a marketplace shouldn't be stressful. This sounds like, you know, a battle music. It is losing its form a little bit here. Okay, bass came back in. Everything's fine except for that I just noticed the banging sound. It is like hard to listen to, but it really reminds me of, you know, classical music back in the day where, you know, they were very tortured people and they'd write these like really crazy pieces that just sounded so all over the place. But it's meant to evoke a certain feeling. Do I like it? No. But do I think in the game it might make sense? Probably. I feel like it could definitely be worse, you know? Like, I feel like it's kind of an organized chaos moment. The composer was like, I want all this shit in here, and I know exactly where it's gonna go, and it might not make sense to everyone listening to it, but I feel like he or she knew what they were doing with it. We're on to another Yoshi game, Yoshi's Crafted World, and it's called Insert Coin. Yeah, I mean, I feel like the kazoo kind of sound is supposed to be really silly, even though it's like a little out of tune and some of the notes are like wrong, quote unquote. Is it just this over and over? I think it is. It just kind of sounds like memey. It's really not too bad. I mean, it's probably supposed to sound pretty silly and weird. People were hyping it up to sound like so bad, you know? I don't think it's that bad. Don't come for me. This one, someone had just recommended the actual OST, not a specific track. And this game is called Castlevania Harmony of Dissonance. So I just looked it up and went to the first two that had like more views and seemed a little bit more popular, I guess. This one is called Prolouge. Yeah, this is a Game Boy Advance game, as you can hear. It's definitely creepy sounding, but I don't think it's bad yet. And the fact that the name is Harmony of Dissonance, I mean, it's expected there's going to be dissonance in the music. So, like I said, it's probably pretty fitting. This kind of sounds like a hymn. Yeah, I think the dissonant harmonies are pretty cool, actually. You definitely see that if you're hearing this, you're kind of just like, what? Judging by the cover of this game, it seems like it would fit in. I just noticed, I said it sounds kind of like a hymn, and the castle has a cross in it. Listen to the next one. This is called Successor of Fate. Oh! Wow! That chord was so freaking like funky, and then it changed up. This. Oh, how cool is that? And then the like resolution there. And once again, I can see how people might not like this, but holy crap. With the bass, it almost sounds like later than a Game Boy Advance game. Like, it sounds so full, you know? I can't get enough of that chord progression on the kind of chorus part. Oh, I'm obsessed with that. I might actually listen to that unironically later. Yeah, there's some parts that it's like, what's going on? What's all this in my ears at once? But man, just for that part alone, I would listen to it. Okay, the last one I'm looking at today is from Extreme PaintBrawl, which is a game from 1998. It looks like there's no real name for this song, so let's just give it a go. Is it a pig? This sounds ridiculous. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I kind of like that part more than the rest. This kind of reminds me of like Sonic Adventure 2 music. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to taint that soundtrack. I was just kidding. That one really ups the stress levels, kind of like Crazy Bus. Obviously, it's a little bit more pleasing than Crazy Bus. Like Crazy Bus, I wouldn't even consider really music. That one just sounds like they went ham in the studio with a guitar and we're like, all right, let's call it a day. And I'm laughing at the picture for this because it's just like a paintball mask and a gun in the reflection, which I know it's just a paintball gun, but it looks very intimidating. It almost looks like a meme image or something. All right, I don't think my ears can take very much more, so I'm gonna end it here. Did find a couple nice ones in there. Still pretty bad. I don't know, which one do you guys think was the worst? I'm kind of leaning towards the very first one we listened to, the Resident Evil one. Of course, Crazy Bus is horrible. All of the other ones were like a little bit more justifiable. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you for suffering along with me on this journey today. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video.